Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are reacting to Deleted, the Aubrey pack out. End of Drake. See, after listen. First off, the block is hot for YouTubers reacting to Drake and his lawsuits. Apparently Drake's suing everybody. If you sung Not Like Us, you getting sued. So I feel offended. Why you suing me for? The fuck did I do? So we're gonna react to this video. It's 30 minutes long. Let's get right into it.
It's like we saving the world. Like you take Drake and Lucian out, that just alters everything because that's such a control thing they had, the algorithm, the way that they work together to fix the numbers,
Kanye says some crazy shit, but that's facts. That's facts.
Fix the numbers.
They work together.
Fix the numbers.
Warning, this video is for comedy purposes only, so loosen up. None of this is factual, just widely opinionated jokes served extra spicy.
You gotta
for
give a
your
warning for
entertainment.
people because they
It's
getting
satire,
butthurt.
It's cringe, and it's all good fun. If you're sensitive, overly emotional, or the type to clutch your pearls at the slightest hint of humor, this is your cue to exit. Nah, seriously though, get out. Save your tears, because they're not welcomed here.
Save your tears is crazy. The Aubrey Angels. Get out of here. Aubrey Angels. Who are you? Get up out of here. Whoa, why's my camera?
The writing on the walls. I am the sweet smell of blood on the street. The buzz that echoes in the alleyways. They will say I shed innocent
Alright,
blood.
bro.
You are far from innocent, but they'll say you were. That's all that matters.
Just say his name and I promise that you're the Candy Man. What song is that from? This is literally the representation of what Drake has been doing this past few months, fam. Panicking. And this a long ass video, so make sure y'all subscribe because it's about to be a long one. Like the video, subscribe all. Nigga started floating.
Warning. Your local county authorities have issued a civil danger alert.
Alright, bro, this intro's crazy.
Aubrey. Hip-hop first official Karen. Honestly, I would like to retire the name Karen and replace it with Obs. Aubrey or
Obs?
No more
Obs
Karens.
is crazy.
Look, the Drake era is officially over. This bum tried to name all the pop artists that Kendrick collabed with. Like you ain't over here collabing with the police. This 69 God.
Crazy.
You out here telling. You really telling. You was telling for real. Drake.
I just want y'all to know the hypocrisy. I'm not gonna pause a lot. I'm gonna pause in the important parts though. I just want y'all to understand the hypocrisy of what Drake is doing. If y'all remember, sometimes they last somewhere climb, you know now. What that song called? Whatever that song calls. You know that song with Lil Durk. He said we do not listen to rats, but he became a rat himself. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? This the nigga y'all be listening to. It's the nigga you be hanging with. Ain't that crazy?
For those who are new here, welcome to the Pack Out. This isn't about journalism. It's not about righteous opinions. And I'm not coming from a moral high ground. I'm here to call out nonsense and bully these bums.
I saw my dad get arrested by like a SWAT team at the border, you know, for trying to cross over. I've seen things that didn't make me happy. They were character building, and that's why I think people in the hood can still connect with what I'm saying.
What?
Even though I'm not saying, yeah, and I got crack in my pocket, because that wasn't my struggle necessarily.
Many months later.
The make it kick messy, make it kick to a Michael Vick, like I never heard.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Did the race so much times I had to fix the bumper. Are you crazy? Did your plug show you 30 glizz in a fucking condo? Where? What exactly? You guys never been nowhere.
You can tell Drake never grew up in the hood, fam. Not everybody from the hood is selling crack. Some niggas just poor. The fuck?
Never been 4 yard ice, none of that. You guys.
Some niggas just poor, nigga.
This man
niggas
done
just on food
gentrified
stamps.
rap. He said, get these ghetto heathens out of here. We are bringing in the suburbs. Drake has filed a federal lawsuit against UMG for defamation of character,
Crazy.
harassment. Yeah, harassment. Ain't that crazy? I mean, the irony with this guy, Rihanna, Kanye, Serena, Whitney, Meg, harassment though, right? And the use of bots
Facts.
to falsely inflate streams. Yeah, this dude did a reverse Uno. Not even 30 minutes after he withdrew from his original petition. You know, the RICO he got against UMG, he took it back just to slap them across their face with an official lawsuit.
I study rap battles for a living.
This man has dragged and prolonged this beef
That's cap.
entirely by himself.
That's not even cap. That's the crazy part. Drake does study rap battles for a living. That's not cap. He's been he hosted URL events, which is so crazy the way that he played this rap battle out. You study these rap battles, you were at these rap battle events, yet you played this rap battle out like a goofy. Is that not
Sure,
crazy?
you could blame the internet and media for keeping things alive, but honestly, if Drake didn't keep handing out so much free content for jokes over the past year and just stayed out the damn spotlight, this
Yeah.
whole beef would have fizzled out like a flat soda. Instead, he kept shaking the bottle to just splatter it back in his face. Being covered in loser skeet is wild. Aubrey, if you don't wipe yourself off, if he
Insane.
would have remained out of the fucking way, this would have died down a long time ago. But
Facts.
he reignites it every chance he gets. He just a sad ass clown. Drake is out here proving that he's the thirstiest dude in the rap game, and it's honestly embarrassing. Instead of clapping back with bars, this man is weaponizing legal documents like some suburban dad trying to sue his HOA over a noise complaint. He's the certified Karen boy at this point. How are you going to drag your
Crazy.
own credibility through the mud just because Kendrick bodied you? You looking like a real loser, taking L's left and right. L's are just bending you over at this point. You are submitting to L's. L's are literally strapping you the fuck down. You have fully submitted to L's. You're L's bitch. Kendrick, on the other hand, is chilling in silence, letting the diss track Not Like Us do all the talking. That's
It's
how you
crazy.
handle beef. Quiet.
It's so insane. The only thing Kendrick has said outside of music was his speech at a college. And maybe his trailer for the Super Bowl. That's it. That nigga ain't said. Okay, he had an interview with SZA, and that's it. It wasn't even about the beef for real. He hasn't really talked about nothing. That nigga, no, it's actually crazy.
Confident and undeniable talent. Meanwhile, Drake is in the corner writing lawsuits like a scorned ex who can't let go. Drake! Aubrey, come on, Obs. Kendrick
up,
didn't
bro.
even flinch, and that's what really killing Aubrey. The silence is louder than any track Drake could ever drop right now, and he knows it, because with Aubrey, he'd rather play victim. You know, a damsel in distress.
I study rap battles for a living.
Drake, I could see right through you.
Crazy.
I knew you was a Karen deep down inside. Don't forget, I predicted this
Insane.
lawsuit, this defamation of character lawsuit that you got going on.
I don't know how you
uploaded a
predicted
video
this.
on
I
April
didn't.
24th, 2024. Only a couple of days after your Taylor Made drop and 6 days before Kendrick's Euphoria drop. I said in this video, if Kendrick Lamar even thinks about bringing up these PDF allegations, you will sue him. The only thing I was wrong about is that you didn't sue Kendrick Lamar, you sued UMG. But I knew he
Crazy.
was gonna sue. Kendrick has not dropped his diss track yet because I'm pretty sure he wants to bring up the pedo vibes from Drake. And those type of accusations, if you don't have the facts and the proofs to those allegations, that's defamation of character. They will be able to sue Kendrick Lamar. And with UMG backing him, that will be a hard case to fight because Drake isn't from the hood. Drake isn't gonna handle this like a regular nigga would handle this. But you be crazy if you think Drake's not gonna sue Kendrick Lamar if Kendrick Lamar drops that bomb.
That is actually a
about
crazy
him being
read.
Aubrey. You have been buzzing like an annoying gnat crying around our ear since Not Like Us dropped. And you know what? I hate how this beef centered around race. It brought unwelcoming guests to chime in with no cultural knowledge to even speak on the matter or have an opinion.
Facts.
And people try to make their own narrative about what Kendrick meant
Adam
with
22.
Not Like Us. So to the uncultured people and also to the overly woke mob, because you guys overdid it too. This had nothing to do with Drake's complexion or him being biracial. Black is black. We come in all shades. It was because of how Aubrey was raised and how he wasn't raised on black
Wait a second.
It was
Okay. That nigga
because of how
okay.
Aubrey was raised and how he wasn't raised on black principles or black morals
Facts.
or by a black man. He put on a persona and used black culture
Or a
just
black
to
mother.
later mock it. Aubrey moves like a scorned white woman. He's a scorned white woman cosplaying as a black gangster. Ain't
Crazy.
nothing wrong with being a scorned white woman. He ain't a black gangster though. And his most recent antics are proof that Kendrick and Rick Ross were right to reveal who he truly is.
First of all, I live in
Big hot take about how Drake is handling all this. I think that Ja Rule handled losing to Eminem better than Drake did. Now, do they still got Anna? But not even. I mean, Ja Rule versus 50. Do 50 and Ja Rule still got animosity? Yeah, of course. Of course. Is he? Now, fact check me if I'm wrong, but did he do a lawsuit on 50 Cent? Just saying. Even Benzino really don't even talk about the beef with M unless M brings it up. He does talk about M on the side though. We're not gonna pretend he don't do that. But like, he don't. You know what I'm saying? Like they I feel like they handled it better than Drake. Drake is not handling this good at all. He might be the worst to handle a beef ever. Like the L that Drake got handed by Kendrick was not even crazy until Drake started doing all this. It wasn't even that crazy. Yes, you lost, but niggas wasn't just saying, "Oh man, that nigga got destroyed, bro. That nigga lost, bro. His career over." Niggas was not saying your career was over. Now your career might be over because you doing all this bullshit.
an all Jewish area.
Like his career obviously is not going to be over. Like he's obviously going to sell music because he got dick riders that's going to listen to his music. But if you think Drake's career did not take a hit from this emotionally or mentally or no, you might be smoking. You might be smoking.
Where is that? Forest Hill. Okay. I went to a predominantly Jewish school growing up. I definitely had a bar mitzvah in an Italian restaurant, mind you.
Yeah. A nice Italian restaurant?
A very nice Italian restaurant. The song of the night was Backstreet Boys' I Want It That Way.
And what you're doing with this lawsuit is exactly what Kendrick meant of being a colonizer to hip-hop. You're black when you want to be, to use the culture for your wealth, but at heart, you're a white woman tripping over things screaming while running away from the boogeyman. Running up the stairs instead of out the door and shit. Just tripping and falling over.
I study rap battles for a living.
Can you believe this dude had the audacity? Nah, that's doing too much. We ain't gonna say audacity. This dude had the audacity to post this cringeworthy statement on his Insta talking about Aubrey. If that ain't the most Wonder Bread generic statement I ever heard in my damn life, I just told y'all the last video, Drake is getting on my last nerve. But I love making fun of his fan base, bro. They get mad as hell. Their feelings really be hurting shit. I like it. I like making them upset. Aubrey, let's not forget the root to all this mess either. Your insecurities about Kendrick Lamar. Every move you made in this saga, from the lawsuit to the leaked DMs, it proved Kendrick hit a nerve. Aubrey wanted to paint himself as the underdog fighting the system, but all he's done is confirm Kendrick's bars about him being entitled, insecure, a colonizer, and conflicted. Oh wait, and a liar. Am I forgetting something else besides a minor? Aubrey basically confirmed everything Kendrick said about him in his diss tracks. Let's talk about how Drake's been losing his damn mind ever since Kendrick dropped Not Like Us. Dude's been spiraling so hard he might as well audition.
The biggest fact that Kendrick said in all those diss tracks was on Meet the Grams when he said, crave entitlement, but want to be liked so bad that it's puzzling. Drake wants to be liked by everybody. And the reason he wants to be liked by everybody is because he is a pop star first before he is a rapper. That is facts. That is facts. He is a pop star. He compares himself to Michael Jackson. I mean, damn. He is a pop star first before he is a rapper. He wants to be liked by everyone like a pop star is. Like, you can't tell me that niggas who listen to rap music don't like Ariana Grande or Adele. He wants to be like them, liked by everybody, which is crazy. So when he takes a personal hit such as these rap battles and he gets his ass whooped, of course this nigga's gonna be like, nah, man, the bot like us. This nigga had bots. This he pulled a rabbit out of the hat. Of course he's gonna say bullshit like that.
And ever since Kendrick dropped Not Like Us, dude's been spiraling so hard he might as well audition for the next season of Euphoria. He's drama queen. He's drama. I mean, every time this man opens his mouth or files a lawsuit, it's like he's handing Kendrick another trophy, revealing how much he's really not built like that. The champagne poppy turned into a watered down mimosa. That's crazy. This dude withdrew from his lawsuit with UMG just to file a defamation lawsuit the same day. I can't make this shit up. He had no case with the first lawsuit. So now he's going full Karen mode and complaining to HR about being called names. Crazy. He's literally saying, hey, they teasing me. Help.
I study rap battles for a living.
How can you guys even listen to Drake after all this whining? It's cringe as hell. It's sad. It's pathetic. I don't get it. I don't get how you guys could even listen to this dude now. So Not Like Us dropped and Drake's ego has been in free fall ever since. Kendrick left him in lyrical shambles, and instead of hitting the booth to fight back, Drake ran to the courtroom like it's Law and Order and some shit. You for real cried at your house at this point. Lil Yachty lied.
He really did. He didn't give.
He did lie about this, but first off, I get why Drake's not going back in the booth. Do I think he should? Yes. I get why he's not though. Because if he goes back if he messed up when he made Heart Part 6 and said, I don't even want to rap with you anymore. He dug himself into the hole when he made that song. Because if he goes back and makes a new track and says, fuck Kendrick, y'all niggas suck, it's going to look like we know that he already lost, right? But before the lawsuits, niggas was still trying to say that Drake won, and it was trying to be like, oh yeah, Drake won because Kendrick didn't respond. So if he would have responded then when we all wanted to, like made another track, it would have looked like he lost. And now he dug himself into this hole where it's going to look very desperate if he responds with anything. So if he puts out another track, because there was a leaked track of Party Next Door and Drake trying to say, fuck a rap beef, I'm trying to get the party lit. Like, even if he releases that song or that album, it's going to look desperate. So Drake just dug himself into a hole that he can't get out of. It doesn't matter what he does.
You for real cried at your house at this point. Lil Yachty lied.
He really did.
Yes, he did.
He was genuinely unfazed. That shit didn't bother
me.
Hey,
but he was just trying to cover for his friend, bro.
You're bothered as hell. You really bothered. You were obviously in shambles. It devastated you. It absolutely crushed this man's whole identity.
I study rap battles for a living.
But come on, Hobbs. You're suing for a song that claimed you were into minors because of a video of you groping a 17-year-old girl in 4K, texting a 13-year-old Millie Bobby Brown.
We just texted each other the other day and he was like, I miss you so much. I was like, I miss you more. Yeah.
You and Drake? That's awesome.
What advice does he give you? Like, what does he say?
About boys. He helps me.
What?
Yeah. He's great. He's wonderful. I love him.
What's his advice with boys?
You know, that stays in the text messages. I met Drake in an Australian hotel. I was touring and he was touring too. And he was such a fanboy and I was such a fangirl that honestly we text all the time now. He helps me with everything, like just life lessons. And we went to dinner afterwards. Is that not crazy, y'all? We had dinner the next day and we met in Sydney.
Where she confesses herself that you were texting her you missed her when you were in your 30s and she was 13, allegedly. Not to mention you taking pictures with a 60-year-old model just to turn around and take her on a date the moment she turned 18, as if you were waiting for her to become legal. That's called grooming, allegedly.
Not
So
crazy?
when someone addresses
Well,
it,
crazy.
you want to go and sue now. This has been going around the internet for years, dude. It's been going around the internet for years, and you thought no one would ever confront you. You thought no one would confront you about taking advantage of the star power you had with impressionable
Seems crazy
young
to me.
women. Allegedly. Drake has literally
Allegedly.
stated and recognized these online gossips himself in his song with Yachty before this beef.
Widows in my comments talking about some Millie Bobby look.
And he even tried to be funny, telling Kendrick to use the young girl card with Tupac AI voice.
Talk about him liking young girls, that's a gift for me.
Yo, that's that nigga. Yo, that's that nigga. Yo, that's that nigga.
Bitch, I see what you did there. I know.
Drake was well aware and insecure about these allegations way before Kendrick said anything. And when Kendrick warned him, not only with the album title of Euphoria, but also in the beginning of the song.
You make music that pacify him. I can double down on that line, but spare you
Spare
this
you this
time.
time.
But don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truths about you.
Instead of listening to this warning, Drake would then take the opportunity to defame Kendrick himself in Family Matters, ignoring the warnings, and after that, it's history.
I study rap battles for a living.
Drake acts like he's cut from the same cloth as hood niggas, but this man is polyester. He the knockoff version. He's a white woman cosplaying as a black gangster. You don't see Jay-Z suing Spotify because Nas out-rapped him in 2001. Real ones let the music do the talking.
Did the race so much times I had to fix the bumper. Are you crazy? Fucking TPS is ramming into my man's whip, dog. What the fuck? Man,
Bro, that Canadian slang is so ugly. Nigga.
Down bad.
Aubrey, you for real acting like the HR department for hip hop, filing complaints about unfair treatment? It's crazy.
Crazy.
This clear officer Drizzy has 0 OGs in his circle too. No one to smack some sense into him and say, Aubrey, sit your stupid ass down somewhere. Stop embarrassing us. Stop snitching, Aubrey. He's surrounded by yes men hyping up his tantrums like they're
Facts.
iconic moments, but they're not. They're stupid. Aubrey is his own worst enemy at this point. He for real thought suing UMG and Spotify would make it look like he the hero fighting for his artist rights. Instead, he came off like the rap game's first Karen. He didn't just tarnish his image, he wrecked it. The guy who gave his worst behavior is now the guy who files lawsuits when he can't take criticism. I mean, I guess the title of the song actually states what his antics are, but damn. And y'all gotta keep it lit, man. His career will never hit the same again. All money ain't good money. And right now,
I mean, it's facts, bro. Like, you even look at the songs that he released the year of the rap battle, they're not hitting. On those 100 gigs, we didn't forget those songs, bro. No, they're not hitting like they
legacy
should.
is hanging on by the threads of his old catalog. Drake's dropped so many hits over the years that the streams from his classics are doing all the heavy lifting, keeping his numbers afloat. It's like he's coasting on a greatest hits playlist instead of creating anything new that sticks. So the original petition accused UMG of colluding with Spotify to boost Kendrick's diss track, claiming they use bots and cut licensing deals. Aubrey, you've been the Spotify poster boy for years. Every time we open the app, your face is plastered across the playlist. Now you want to go and cry foul because the algorithm said, nah, fuck all that pussy shit. We ain't listening to this no more. What kind of entitled shit is that though? Aubrey claimed UMG gave Spotify a discount to promote Kendrick's track. Meanwhile, this man's been swimming in corporate backing his whole fucking career. The irony is so thick you could spread it on a cheeseburger and throw it to academics. That doesn't make sense. I just wanted to call academics.
Yeah, that nigga
There's a
talking about
amount
a
of
crazy
rushing for
straight.
industry plans. Aubrey's face is front and center. Aubrey is so disconnected from reality. He really thought this lawsuit would make him look noble. Instead, it highlighted how thin and how bratty he is. It's fucking spoiled brat. Only child syndrome. This is why you shouldn't have one child. This is why you need another kid. You need at least 2 kids. It balances it. He has this only child syndrome where he thinks he gets his way. He's made his own image look worse by how he's been moving ever since the beef. Drake's image took a massive hit with this whole fiasco. He didn't just lose credibility as a rapper. He lost credibility as as a man. How you gonna try to flex like you're built different and then fold when things don't go your way?
I study rap battles for a living.
Aubrey, you're fragile. You're fragile as fuck. It don't make no damn sense. This lawsuit isn't just gonna fail. It's exposing Drake for the desperate, petty, and insecure person Kendrick said he was. Every bar Kendrick spit about him being fake and performative now reads like a prophecy. And Drake didn't just prove Kendrick right. He gift wrapped the evidence and hand delivered it. Aubrey.
No, I'll do you one better. He gift wrapped the evidence, hand delivered it, gave him a stamp of approval, co-signed it, wrote a letter of acceptance. Like, bro, no. He gave Kendrick the biggest Scottie Pippen alley-oop of his life, bro. Yeah, tell them I like young girls. Go ahead and do it. I got something for y'all. Like, what did he think was gonna happen?
Stop whining and make better music. Kendrick's not out here suing his label every time he gets overlooked or every time they call him K-Bot. He's dropping bars that make us think. Like, damn, maybe I should go read a book or something. But you're dropping legal motions and L's. It's weird.
Crazy.
In the lawsuit, he lists various incidents that occurred following the conflict. He mentions concerns for his safety, having to pull his son Adonis out of school, experiencing prejudiced comments for being Jewish. The irony, I mean, you started with the whole slave-free shit, but his house being shot at, his bodyguard being injured, and enduring online bullying. He also claims his name and character were defamed, including being labeled a PDF, and accuses you.
Nigga, you literally said that Kendrick beat his wife. You said that he got molested. What else? You said that his kids aren't his.
Of allowing
what are we talking about here?
To profit from reacting to the viral song, further amplifying the smear campaign against him. Now, to be clear, for those in the back, he didn't sue these creators. No one was served papers. Nah, this falls under the fair use content. He couldn't sue reaction channels for that even if he wanted to. Aubrey would only be able to sue if they make up false claims or fake news. But reacting to videos, that falls under the fair use content law, and it would be illegal to sue. He would only be able to strike the video like any other time someone who feels like their content is being stolen, or that's about it. You can't change the laws. So no, nothing will happen to these streamers or reaction channels. And no, they won't have to pay a dime back. They just simply get flagged. However, he's being a hater and fucking up future bags. He's making it hard for future reaction videos, where UMG will probably continue to copyright content to avoid things like this, which means no more getting paid for songs at all. He used these creators as references or examples to support his claims, likely selected the most viewed content to demonstrate how hate was being spread to millions. However, this bozo is pretty much sneak dissing and snitching, just trying to fuck up another black man's entrepreneurial bag, and I can't respect it. You see, the problem I see with him doing.
And another thing that, if y'all watch Screwface Gene, what he pointed out about that whole little list of creators on that screen, notice how they're all black. Every single one of them. Black. Where's Aiden Ross? Los Polos. XQC, where are they? Black.
Doing this is that he only had an issue with the black creators, which is odd, considering the fact that Matthew's unseasoned ass humiliated Drake in his Family Matters breakdown. Because if counting niggas 37 times has any truth, that would hurt anyone's character. So that's defamation in itself. But yet you didn't list him. And I know you've seen it because Matthew was doing numbers. He was honestly probably the most watched YouTuber that was breaking down the beef, so there's no way you didn't see his channel. Drake basically said black YouTubers made me look bad, and then he hit the courtroom.
I study rap battles for a living.
Aubrey, how do you expect to stop the internet? That's like trying to sue people for breathing because they're inhaling your air. It doesn't work. Drake's lawsuit claims UMG intentionally removed copyright restrictions to let Kendrick Lamar's diss track thrive. So basically, the biggest artist of our generation is crying because Kendrick got a little extra shine. Kendrick's pen is so damn lethal, it got the boy looking looking for loopholes in the YouTube terms of service. That's pathetic. Aubrey's legal team is as clueless as he is. Alleges that content creators couldn't legally post reactions without UMG's permission. Reaction videos fall under fair use, you dummy. You know that if you spend less time taking these sus-ass selfies and more time reading. Aubrey is accusing these creators of fueling the spread of Kendrick's track. It was a hit regardless. It didn't matter who reacted to it. These same creators reacted to your shit too. The legal filing has been ripped apart for its lack of understanding about how
I knew this song was gonna be a hit as soon as the kids started playing it. As soon as them kids started playing this song, it was a rap, bro.
Reaction videos work. The whole lawsuit reads like it was written by someone who just discovered YouTube yesterday. This is what happens when you surround yourself with yes men, Aubrey, instead of hiring people who know how the world actually works. Aubrey out here saying UMG rigged the system for Kendrick. Nah, bruh, Kendrick didn't need bots or conspiracies. His diss track hit because it was fire. Reaction channels didn't blow it up because they were paid to. They did it because people wanted to hear it. Kendrick dropped Ether and Drake responded with paperwork.
I study rap battles for a living.
At this point, Aubrey's lawsuit is pretty much entitled energy. Instead of addressing Kendrick creatively, Drake took the legal route, and it's making him look like a clown. Imagine suing because you can't handle being roasted online. His lawsuit is nothing but a poorly disguised tantrum. Maybe now people will finally wake up and see what everyone's been saying about Aubrey this whole time. The way he operates in the industry is straight up slimy and sleazy, and now he's dragged the same toxic energy into the streaming world. It's like watching someone take their bad habits and spread them like a virus. Disgusting behavior that's impossible to ignore. So filing lawsuits, crying over YouTubers, and blaming everyone but yourself, it's clear the boy doesn't run anything anymore, except his mouth in court. Screwface John actually took to X to call you out, Obs, showing and proving that UMG did the same thing for creators with your songs that they did for Kendrick Lamar. UMG wasn't playing favorites at all. You're so goofy making yourself look crazy at this point. This man literally told Kai to react to his diss track during the beef.
Oh, Drake just text me!
Ain't that crazy?
On stream. I repeat, Drake has officially said, stay on stream.
But now when those same reactors are eating up Kendrick's masterpiece, suddenly it's a problem. Nah, bruh, you can't have it both ways. You basically saying don't clap back at me, it ain't fair. Drake wanted the internet's attention, but now that everyone is sigging on him, instead of writing for him, he's telling. He out here telling. He's snitching. He turned into Officer Drizzy. At this point, the thirst for validation is unbearable. Hey, I heard somebody on another channel, he said that Aubrey hopped on more L's, and they're not talking about Millie Bobby from Stranger Things. And I couldn't stop laughing. Aubrey, you are giving us all second embarrassment, you dumbass. And this part is theoretical. Like what I'm about to say, there's no facts to this. This is just my take. Well, all of it's just my take, really. But I'm low-key side-eyeing you, bro, with those messages with Chris now. It was low-key a setup. Carefully orchestrated chaos to distract y'all from the real L's. Aubrey over here quietly withdrawing his lawsuit against UMG and Spotify, and then also his new defamation lawsuit. He thought he could finesse the internet and ended up playing himself. First off, Chris didn't just leak those DMs out of nowhere. Now I think that dude was a part of the distraction team. Drake knew his lawsuit was collapsing faster than his credibility. So Chris, the so-called bitter friend who conveniently leaks DMs where Drake is dragging LeBron, whining about UMG, and just like that, everyone's gossiping about LeBron. Drake knew exactly what he was doing, stirring the pot, creating headlines, and dragging LeBron's family into his pity Olympics. Classic Drake move, manipulative and messy. And academics was being used as a pawn.
And some people gonna say that that's a stretch and that's a reach. But let's not forget that Drake himself leaked himself jacking it to promote his own album. Let's not forget about that. Y'all think that was a mistake that he was recording and randomly leaked it? You think that was a mistake? No.
and Drake's little chess match. Drake
it's not
fed Act the
far-fetched.
fake DM narrative, knowing he would run with it like a good little puppet. Thirsty as hell for Drake, by the way,
not
but
far-fetched.
unknowingly was bamboozled by Obbs and Chris, jeopardizing his credibility so they can distract people from Drake's legal plans. That's what I think happened. That's not facts. That's what I think. Bringing LeBron into the mix wasn't just random, it was calculated. Aubrey knew that the internet would lose their minds over the rumors of LeBron cheating. It's messy, it's personal, and it's exactly the kind of drama that distracts people from the fact that Drake withdrew his lawsuit and submitted another. Y'all already know that's that bland activity. LeBron's name was debate, and the world took it. Hey Drake, they're not slow. We're not slow, bro. We see right through your antics. I'm not saying that's true, but that's how we reading you. Now, after all these lawsuits, everything makes sense why 50 Cent has been supporting you. Allegedly, back when 50 Cent was riding the wave of his beef with Ja Rule and being crowned the victor, he conveniently slapped that restraining order on Ja Rule and Irv Gotti. But here's what people don't talk about. 50 had a whole lot of luck on his side thanks to some perfectly timed chaos. Ja Rule and Irv Gotti were neck deep in a federal raid. The feds came for their label, indicting them on money laundering and other charges. Murder Inc. was frozen. No music, no moves, nothing.
What do you think kind of caused the decline in Murder Inc.?
I mean, I think it was pretty obvious, you know, being federally indicted. I'd say.
Right. But they beat that case, though.
The damage was done. You know what I mean? Like, that went on for a long time.
They were completely shut down. And then, right on cue, 50 Cent comes out of nowhere as the new artist and dropped Get Rich or Die Trying, all while dissing Ja Rule and calling Ja Rule out. With Ja tied up in the legal hell and unable to respond, 50 Cent had the stage to himself. Add in that restraining order to keep Ja Rule quiet, and boom, 50 controlled the narrative. While Ja Rule was forced into silence, 50 played it loud and in your face and making it look like he was winning the war. It wasn't just beef, it was strategy. Timing, legal drama, and a little finesse let 50 flip the script and make the public believe he came out on top. Allegedly, of course.
I mean, that's another story. Though.
But it seems like Drake got inspired from that. All right, if you guys made it this far into the video, make sure you drop that demon emoji. Let me know that you've been here with me this entire time while we pack out Obbs. I can't feel sorry for Aubrey. I get why some of y'all want to understand his feelings, but I can't. All the subliminals he's done throughout his career, not just with Kendrick either. He stole from his own artists, The Weeknd and Tory Lanez, who both had open beefs with him in the beginning of their careers because of this. That's why Tory looked weird as hell teaming up with a guy that he once beefed for the same reason that all these artists are calling Drake out on.
See, I didn't even know they was his artists.
And let's not bring up Future and why he started dissing you in the first place, Aubrey. It wasn't over a female. It was because you were pillow talking to a female that Future was also smashing, and she would run back and tell him everything you would say. Not only that, Aubrey would make a song called What Would Pluto Do and mask this song as a nod to Future, but it was really a diss track stating that he was sleeping with Future's side chick. And now he wants to talk about defamation of character when he dragged Kendrick's wife, Kendrick's kids, and other family members into this beef first. Lying, saying Kendrick's kids aren't his, saying Whitney cheated with a bodyguard, calling him a wife beater. You said all this first, Aubrey. You mentioned harassment like you didn't harass people, like you weren't harassing Rihanna every single album you've.
That's facts. That is facts. See, he still does it though. Still. He wanted to get Rihanna back so bad that when he dissed A$AP Rocky, he tried to say that Rihanna, she wasn't all that, nigga. Nah, nigga, we know what you are. Like, no, bro.
And I'm going to say that again, you've harassed Rihanna every single album you have ever created. Doing a video breakdown on all the songs and situations of you talking about Rihanna lyrically, it would take so long to make because it's on every fucking album. You did the same shit with Kanye. If Kanye wasn't a feature on your album, you were dissing him on your album. From the beginning to present day, you have stalked and harassed harassed Rihanna and Kanye West lyrically. You have harassed Serena Williams and talked about her marriage, calling her man a groupie, her husband a groupie. You're always coming for someone's wife or family. It's weird. Dennis's neglect did a number on you. Growing up in a broken home left you feeling like you didn't belong. Being raised by just your mom in a community where most households had both parents made you question your identity. It cut so deep, it gave you imposter syndrome. So bad that now you're out here obsessing over wrecking everyone else's family. Whether it's spinning lies or straight up paying for women to cheat on their husbands, you've turned your pain into a twisted hobby. Instead of healing, you're just projecting your own insecurities onto the world, one messy situation at a time. Collecting 42 engagement rings as trophies is psychotic behavior. What human being proposes 42 times? And let's just say you never went through with it and you just bought the ring on some spur of the moment type shit. It's the fact that you wanted to marry someone 42 times and to keep them as trophies is insane. That's like a serial unaliver who would keep their victims trophies. It's weird.
So does that mean he failed 42 times?
You're in search for the love you never received at home. You act like your mother's love wasn't enough, and that's selfish, Aubrey. Listen, if Obbs would have stayed out of sight and remained silent this entire year and kept it in the booth and dropped a surprise album the same week as the Super Bowl, that would have been legendary. It would have been historic. He should have got the same writers who wrote that verse on the Meltdown track, because honestly, why didn't you call them anyway for the beef? They had you gassing.
No, because because Meltdown was crazy. Because when he was dissing Pharrell, now I love me some Pharrell, bro, but he went crazy on Meltdown. Travis, it's crazy that Travis was telling Future to play like that also after that Meltdown track. That's a whole nother thing though. Cause where was that during the whole beef, Drake? For real though, cause that
could have been a crazy
stupid.
game-changing moment for hip-hop history, but a missed opportunity. If he remained quiet all the way up until this point and just dropped an album, but he missed that opportunity.
I study rap battles for a living.
All right, enough of all that. This is the part where my words is gonna speak to your soul, Aubrey. Aubrey, this will forever taint your career when it comes to the greatest list of all times. Your stats alone should have secured your spot. Your hits would have made sure of it, without a question. But the lawsuits and the constant victim playing during the biggest beef in hip-hop history, that's what's erasing you from the top 5 conversation. And let me keep it lit. Whether people want to admit it or not, Drake had a long, respectable run to be considered in anyone's top 5. But now, not so much. Nope. If anyone even dares to say that, it's gonna turn into a comedy show. Because who's putting Officer Drizzy, the crybaby snitch, in their top 5? No one wants to champion the dude who folded under pressure and cried to the courts instead of handling business in the booth. Whether you believe it should be authentic writing or not, we're talking greatest artists of all time. It couldn't be me. Congrats, Drake. You officially made yourself the punchline of your own legacy. You're done.
I mean, man, I don't think that he's done yet. Because you gotta understand, no matter what Drake does, Drake is as big as Lil Wayne and Eminem and all those big artists that have those gigantic fan bases. And Eminem dropped a garbage album and niggas still listen to it. So I feel like no matter what Drake does, he's going to have niggas to listen to his music. I think he's going to be quite okay. What do y'all think? Drop it in the comments below. Until next time, I'll see y'all. Peace out.